Hey friend, Roger Christofferson here again with another first listen review. Not a whole lot of stuff coming out this week, and I chose this album because it's one of those bands I'd heard about, heard a few of their songs. I've never owned any of their albums, so I figured, well, this is kind of a greatest hits, but it's a re-recording of all their greatest hits, just doing it all over. And you know, a lot of bands do this type of thing where they take a bunch of their older stuff and just redo them, some for reasons because they want to get rights back to their music, which, you know, people like Def Leppard and Taylor Swift have done, and a host of other people, none of which are coming to mind right now, but anyway. So they did this, and they have a new album out called Restoration. They have the original singer back with them, who looks like he joined back up with them back in 2011, but they got a couple, or one song on here maybe. I don't, like I said, I'm not super familiar with this band. But I know they did at least one song with a different singer, and he's redone this one here on this album. And as of right now, the band started back in '97. They got Adam Zedell on guitars, still with the band, always was. They got Tim King on bass, one of the founding members, always been with the band. And then they got Ryan McCombs on lead vocals. Left in 2004, came back in 2011, so took a little bit of a break there, but he's the original vocalist. And then they have TJ Taylor on drums, who joined back in 2017. And for some reason, I thought this was like one of those bands that was kind of labeled as a nu metal. And I never really got into nu metal at all. So I kind of like never paid any attention to these guys. I just was not on my radar. It was just, I'd heard a couple songs and seen the name pop up here and there, but just never felt the urge to go out and buy any of their stuff. And saw a couple people, you know, and I just kind of check out what's coming out, you know, this week. I always watch things on YouTube about people announcing, you know, what's coming out, just so I have a kind of an idea of what I'm looking for, what I'm gonna want to go out and get, or what I should be expecting to show up. And then this one kept popping up on people's, you know, lists and stuff, and I'm like, you know what? Why not check it out? There's really not a whole lot out there this week that is really all that exciting to me, so I got it. So anyway, popped it in, started playing it, and the recording is great. It's on Cleopatra. I got this on Bandcamp because you know, you guys hear me talk about this all the time, and I've kind of like made mention of I can't understand why there's record labels on here. I guess Cleopatra is an independent label, so that's why they're able to be on here. I thought they were bigger than being an independent. I'm doing independent in quotes, air quotes. And so, you know, whatever. But so I got it on here. Hopefully these guys, you know, that goes direct to them. I don't know how that works. I have a feeling that the record company probably intervenes and gets some of that cash instead of going directly to the artists, which is kind of the reason I like the Bandcamp, because when you buy something from them, it goes direct to the artist. I think that's the best way to support a band. It is on here. That's why I started using it so much. But that aside, kicked in, and I was like, this does not sound nu metal to me at all. Not at all. And, you know, 2-3 songs in, I'm like, this is just a cool rock band. It's hard rock. It's like you actually got a little bit of southern rock feel to it. I was feeling like some heavy southern rock stuff going on. And then the song Halo kicked in. I was like, yeah, I've heard this song before. Kick-ass song. I didn't realize it was even these guys. It was just a cool song. And then song number 5, The Lesser Man. I know that was one of the ones that was done. I don't know if there's more on here. I didn't really do much research on their previous albums, but that was one that was done with their previous singer. I recognized the song, but on here, it sounded killer. Those probably the two highlights of the album for me were those two songs right there. Being a kind of a new listener, I guess that's not a big shock to anybody, but those songs were really good. And it was a little after that, I think maybe it was Wide Open or Unreal, now I can't remember. They started introducing a little bit of maybe some weirder effects, but not too much. You know how nu metal has a kind of that production style where they kind of cut out the guitar, so it gives it that start-stop effect. They did that a couple times, but nothing really that stuck out. It actually, to me, this whole thing sounded like a really heavy southern rock band with some metal influences in there too from time to time. And if the rest of their back catalog sounds like this, I think I've missed out. So I might have to go back and check some of this stuff out. If any of you guys out there think I'm going down the wrong road and their stuff is new metal and they just kind of redid this to the newer style, please give me a heads up. I probably will not enjoy it if it's new metal, but one other little thing I want to point out, the singer there, Ryan, is actually singing for Drowning Pool now, which is another little thing that made me want to get this, because previously when they had, their first singer, and they had that, I assume it's their first singer, I don't really follow Drowning Pool that much, but, the song Bodies, that was just a fun song for me and my kids to jump around and sing in the living room and just have a fun time with that song. Yes, my kids are all into music, and they don't play music, but they all really love music, and that was one of the songs that we used to just love singing and yelling, or whatever you want to call it too. So that was another thing that kind of intrigued me to pick this up. So just kind of funny how things happen and what things down the road it will lead us to, and that led me to this album, and I thought it was pretty cool. If any of you out there in the same boat with me that really thought they were a different style, I don't know if this album's different style than the rest of theirs. I'm probably gonna have to go check it out first and see what those other ones sound like. But to me, this album kind of really kicked butt. It was really short though. I mean, it was probably, I don't think it was even 40 minutes long. I didn't really check the runtime on it, but it seemed really short. All the songs were really short, like 3 minutes and 3.5 minutes or less. So really quick listen. Even though it's 11 songs, it was really short. But other than that, thought it kicked butt. So anybody out there got anything they want to share, always feel free. And like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And until the next time, we will see ya.